would just sort of solo off by himself and die. And
Yeah,
it was
that's
like,
normal.
if he didn't do that, I think we would have won. Like we had two of the racks down, he just didn't do well. He died, and he didn't buy back, and it was like, what do we do?
Mm, yeah.
It was awful.
First mistake is never ever go for this build unless somebody pulls you. If somebody pulls you, then fine. Like don't buy these two items until somebody pulls you, and if nobody's pulling you, um, just buy bloody hell, tangos, set of tangos.
Tangos.
Even against even against an Ember, because an Ember isn't going to harass you too much. He's not going to be able to get any hits off on you, but you still might need to tank up the creeps, especially if you're going to harass Ember. Then you're going to take some creep damage, so you definitely need regen. It doesn't mean you can't
I,
go off
I
without.
figure Quas gives you enough region that it's okay
Yeah,
to do that.
even with Quas, even if you are going Quas Vex, even then you are most likely not going to get enough regen to be able to effectively harass Ember, and you because you're gonna tank creeps whenever you harass him, and
Yeah,
also if you
that's
want to
true.
maintain high ground. So like you could have asked this guy. I'm sure this guy has some like. Wow, is he going offlane with just one region? Okay, amazing, amazing, good job.
Yeah, the starting
Um,
the Quelling Blade always seems weird on any hero, really, just because you can always
yeah,
get the side shots.
going offlane with one set of region is just bad. Anyway, don't care about that guy. Alright, so the Quaspex against Ember is actually one of the better heroes who can deal with Ember, because as soon as he turns Flame Guard on,
He has
you
Tornado.
you tornado him, and then he doesn't have Flame Guard anymore, and you can just keep messing with him. That just slows his farm, and obviously damages him a little bit, but most of all, it just it's a big source of his. Ooh, okay,
What?
big source of his damage. So this is where again, I don't know how often you do this and if you realize this, but this range creep is extremely important for your XP. That's nearly half the creep wave XP, creep waves XP. That's 90 XP, whereas each one of these is 45 XP. And if you get XP for the entire first creep wave, like nothing gets denied and you're not out of XP, you can get level 2. So when you don't are not in range of that creep, one range creep, it actually hurts you a lot, because at the end of this, we're gonna see when you guys meet again. The Ember is gonna be level 2 and you're gonna be level 1, which is pretty bad. You're 3/4 away, and he's level 2 just now. He turned level 2. See, so that's that should not happen at all.
So I guess you want to say, watch that range creep and make sure you're in range of it when it dies.
Absolutely, absolutely. Even if you will have to sometimes tank these melee creeps, which was that situation. You would have had to tank them, but I mean,
That's
for
okay.
you at that time, you kind of didn't have a choice, because you don't have regen. You can't really tank creeps like that. Yeah, because if you do that and then he turns level 2 or he turns level 3, and then you're dead, because you're sitting at half your HP. And also, if he's slightly smart, he'll just keep pushing the wave in, so that you have to deal more and more with the creep. So you're going to be even more, uh, even lower in HP. Also, another thing you could have done is, as soon as you get this rune, you could have bought a salve out to yourself. That would have been a big deal as well. That would have helped you out a lot as well,
Okay.
which is something essentially you should always look to do when you go for this build and you go for shared tangos. You should always look to get a salve out to yourself, because it having extra region allows you to play a lot more aggressive, because you know that you have more region, or maybe the same amount of region as the enemy, and you can just push the advantage so much further. In this case, even if you guys have the same amount of reach, and the fact that you're a range here and he's a melee hero means that you're always going to get a lot more harass on him than he. Once again, you were not in range of that melee range creep, so you didn't get. So XP wise, you are going to be behind this guy quite a fair bit. Yeah, whenever I pop these XP values, they don't ever look a lot, but 100 XP is actually
That's
a lot. That's
significant.
30% 30% XP difference. So that's a lot, and that's because you missed two range creeps. Sure, he might have denied a few as well, but it's mostly because of that range creep. Nice denies, by the way.
Yeah, it did go well that game, or at least the early phase. That's what I say is when I start with, when I'm not going to Exort, I feel like I need to get as much last hitting power as I can, and I feel like Wasp gives enough regions where I can get away with that. But I'll at least ferry out a salve next time.
It doesn't give you that much last hitting power. 3 extra damage just isn't that much. It's okay. It's something. It's something, but it's not worth. Oh, you missed the last at the hit the creep. Sorry, an illusion.
The illusions are like 5 gold
Yeah, at this like illusion scale with I think the hero's net
levels.
worth or something like that. Yeah. No, I think yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. I haven't read what it is. If it's levels or net worth of the hero, because I've noticed some illusions give more gold if the hero is. Oh, you're gonna miss another range creep. Oh, you missed another one.
I
Yeah,
just
so
never really
it's
thought about that.
yeah, it's just something that you really need to focus on. So during this time, see when it's downtime, when all the creeps are full HP, you should put your Vex orbs on and just damage the shit out of this guy. You know.
I figure you always leave it on Quas if I'm missing HP, so I'll regen it up.
Yeah, you can regen it up later on. Yeah, once again, it goes back to the fact that you actually don't have any other source of regen. You literally only have core souls, which give you quite a lot of HP, but it's still, it's 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 not it's 9 HP per second, but you could be at 18 HP per second if you had a set of tangos. So
Right? And is it better to go Tangers
nice.
or Salve?
Um, So if you have pool tangos, then you go south. If you don't have pool tangos, then you start off with a full set of tangos, which on a cost X invoker, you will end up selling, most likely. Like I've always had to sell at least one of them or drop one of them because you don't need all 4 tangos most of the time, right? Oh, too early, way too early. Did not need to do that. Um,
I guess
y-
I think I just tried to get a couple last hits on the creeps so that a couple were low.
did you get them though? Because
Um,
level two tornado
no, just like
actually doesn't do damage
I
any
think it's like
severe than.
120 or something.
Yeah, I think
No,
it's a little
almost
bit
got
more than
one, but no, I
175,
didn't.
135. But yeah,
No, I guess that it wasn't worth it.
yeah.
I
So
guess the idea is I want to keep it up in case he has his flame guard. So now I
so
don't have
this
it
is where
available.
yeah, exactly. This is where you needed to. Oh wow, what a bad player! Now he has no mana. He could have just moved that in that direction. Anyway, yeah, okay. I like the fact that you got the correct spells in, but I hope you. Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good. Haven't seen many. Actually, I've never seen a player below 5K do this.
Really?
Even did you get this from one of my videos?
I don't remember. I mean, no. I mean, I've been playing
Okay,
along enough so I know how to keep his
okay,
right
okay.
spells in.
All right, that's fine. I won't take credit for it.
But
All
no,
right,
I
let's
mean,
see what
he
you
got
do
6
here.
before I did, and then he can just remnant at me. So he's gonna get 6, and he's gonna kill me.
The thing is, like, if he remnants you, if he starts to remnant, you can just tornado him and run away. But here, what you could have done is when he goes on you and he's this close to you, and he also used searing chains on you, so you could have literally just dropped an EMP right now and
Yeah,
waited to see what he does. Because there's two things that he can do, or at least if he's good, there's two things that he can do. One, he's gonna just run away, in which case he just completely wasted searing chains. He's not gonna do any damage to you, and he's gonna test his luck that he's actually gonna be able to get away from the EMP. Right. Other thing is that he's actually gonna try to go combo you. In which case, as soon as he starts putting down his remnants, you just tornado him. In which case, like, if the timing is right, he will actually get hit by the EMP as well. In which case, there'll be 3 remnants sitting here, and he's not going to have mana to do that.
right.
Third thing is, so that's the two things that he would have done or could have done, or that's what you're thinking should have been. The biggest thing is, you never actually check to see if he has mana or not. because Ember needs a lot of mana to use all his spells. Like, sorry, that's not true. Ember doesn't need a lot of mana. He just doesn't have mana. His spells aren't that high in mana cost. I guess Activate Revenant is, but other spells aren't. But he actually doesn't have that much mana. So, percentage of his mana pool, his spells are a big percentage of his mana pool. Anyway, moving on. So if my point is, if you'd actually check his mana, and if you keep track of how much mana he has. Oh, tornado! Oh
I
god!
didn't see it. It was nighttime. Never noticed that.
Oh, okay. I'm actually looking at Ember. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Yeah.
The flames rush forth.
Okay. Yeah, you can come and take it. Nice. Very nice. Only issue is now you're out of mana. But
Yeah.
it's not that big an issue. Just you go and use a shrine, which obviously your team has used. So you need to go back to base right now. Okay, you're checking the shrines. Yeah. So yeah, you had the right thinking there. You're gonna. Okay, so you don't need to go. What? That's a
What?
bug. Because if you unless your team has actually had vision on the runes and it's not there on the minimap, the rune will show. So this is
Oh
a
yeah,
bug.
you're right. Yeah, the
This is a
replay bug.
bug
I
that we
get that.
can't actually see.
But I'm missing hair now.
Sorry?
The
Oh,
portrait.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it's back now. It's back. You were
Yeah,
missing for a brief
but
second.
you're right. I guess I'm out of mana. And I shouldn't be there. I should be going
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to base.
You're just setting up to die. If this guy, going back to the same point, if this guy had checked your mana, he would have just gone on you.
Oh, yeah, that's what he does.
Okay, and you. Oh, he didn't triple remedy. He doesn't have mana. Oh, the mana management is in this game is just amazing.
So I got a
Both,
clarity and a raindrops from the courier.
yeah, that raindrops is a big deal. It's a really good call, and but the thing is, like, he is his mistake is not having full mana. He could have killed you, and your mistake is not having mana, so that if he does try to kill you, you can try to um, prevent that death. And triple rem, double rem, I guess. Oh no, he's just gonna. There you go. So if you had tornado, okay, you didn't. Why didn't you? Okay. If you had mana, you would have just invoked Invis and just walked out of there because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely didn't bring. Um, yeah, you know what I mean. So you should have just gone back to base.
Oh, I guess I feel like it's you lose a lot when you go back to base because you lose experience build for the wave. I
You
guess
do.
they had to
You
combine.
absolutely do. You absolutely do. There's no doubt about that. But you lose a lot more if you die. So all you
Yes.
have to ask yourself is, if I stay in lane, is there a possibility? Is there a scenario that I can die? If the answer is no, then stay in lane. But there's many ways that you can die. You know, this guy alone could have killed you, but there's also a spirit breaker in the enemy team. So if you don't have mana, you need to go back to base immediately. All right, let's see what you do here. That's nice. Cold snap. The guy is dead.
I think Bounty gets him, right?
He's not
He
dead.
charges
At
him.
least he's not. Maybe Bounty's gonna. Bounty got him. You didn't get XP for that, but gold or XP for that. But I mean, it's a team game, so
But now we
it's
chased
okay.
him too far and then Ember killed
Yeah,
us.
you already chased too far. All right, so you already know the mistake you made. They're not gonna talk anything
Well, no,
about
I
that.
guess it's easy to see now, but at the time, I didn't know that.
Yeah, tunnel vision is a, you know, big issue
Yeah.
for a very long time. So
I guess the idea is if Ember's missing, assume he's gonna do that.
I don't like the magic wand here at
No?
all.
Why's that?
It's because you can actually get earn, which will give you more stats. When we talk about stats, we're talking about HP because that's
Strength.
the only stat that you care about. Because now your quas orbs don't actually give you HP, which means that until level 10 you are horrible at when as far as HP goes, and for um, 4 strength is obviously not as good as 6 strength, and on top of
It's
that,
80 versus
you
120.
sorry,
80 HP versus 120.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is that you can actually there's just so many benefits to earn. First of all, obviously you can combo it with your cold snap, which works really amazingly. And the second thing is that um, as soon as you get like a little bit of space, you can just earn up and get 400 HP back. So stick, you can say, well, it gives me mana as well, and it's sort of the same thing. It is, but you need charges. So unless there are heroes in the enemy team which who are just spamming the shit out of spells like Zeus or something. Even Zeus or Bristle. Like I still, oh, it's a tough situation when there's a Zeus or Bristle, but like that's something that I would consider. That's a time there where I would consider stick. But otherwise, hands down, it's just earn straight up.
I don't know. I guess
It's
I don't
just
really get a lot of earn. I understand the benefit, but I don't get it often. Just I feel like it's not going to be useful unless you get it around kills, and then we're not.
a
We're
Quasvex
getting.
Invoker. As a Quasvex Invoker, you're gonna be around kills a lot. So,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. I guess I
if
could
you're
have gotten charge there.
yeah, absolutely. And if you're not around kills, then there's something seriously
Wrong.
wrong that you're doing as a Quasvex
That's what you
Invoker.
should be doing.
Yeah, because that's what your job is.
Minions mid-tower could use a hand.
And also, it gives you 50% mana regen, which
It's great.
yeah, absolutely. Because Invoker is really suffering these days, so it's really sad days for Invokers.
Yeah, because the invoke mana cost is just
Yeah,
60s.
60
And
is
really
just
tax him.
yeah.
But
Anyway,
the 50 mana regen helps a lot because of the high intelligence gain.
yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
something I'll try next time.
And also there's something that you're not really doing, but I don't really blame you. But you need to think of EMP as something different now. You need to think of EMP as in the early game as getting your mana back, because unless
Yeah.
you get the EMP off on at least one hero, you have to do it, but try to do it on two heroes. Unless you get that, you're just not going to have mana in team fights for spells. So you have to change your perspective about EMP slightly for the first 15 minutes of the game. All right. I was the whole time you were there. I'm just like the guy's gonna jump on you any second, and
Yeah.
you're lucky he doesn't, because
That's
you're
why I was
just
just trying to play safe and back because I was like, oh, this is dangerous.
that is this is not safe range. This is very dangerous range. Like you will not get tornado off in time if he jumps you all of a sudden unexpectedly, like between a CS. Like just leave that CS and jump on you because you won't be expecting. You'll be expecting him to go for that CS.
This is dumb. So we almost try to kill him, then he kills us both. It was awful.
Don't see how he would think. Oh, okay. What level is he? Oh, he's
He's at
level
12.
12.
600
Yeah,
AoE.
I mean, there you go. That's the XP difference working in his favor. Like he is so far in XP. Yeah, this is so much damage. You guys kind of just both literally like you're a ranged hero. You didn't need to be in melee range of the guy.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I just figure if they're running away, we got to chase after them. But I guess
Also, you kind of what happened to your spell? Let's see your spell usage here. You threw out a tornado, EMP, cold snap. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with your spell usage. It's just sad what happened. I'm pretty sure if you had a urn instead, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess
Maybe not.
40
But
HP
I mean,
difference. But
I mean,
maybe.
a cold snap would have triggered a lot more, but it's hard to see. Did he have Veil in that fight?
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, they just come on the courier?
Oh no, wait,
Or-
maybe he did. I'm looking at you. I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did hit you guys with the veil, so he did a lot of damage. 600 pure damage. Yeah. No, he didn't use veil.
Oh.
He had veil, he
Yeah,
didn't
so
use it.
Chick doesn't really help you if you don't use it. All the
Yeah.
stats are still good.
Yeah, sure. Okay, moving on. I mean, it's fine. As an invoker, if you die to Ember mid, it's fine. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, nice preemptive tornado.
Yeah, I just said assumed that he was going to go after him, but then I died. Oh wait, no, I'm okay. But no,
You're gonna turn back in? No, just time to run away. Oh, okay. So yeah. I mean, if you're this low HP, even if you have full mana, don't just go back. You know, any accidental spell can kill you.
Radiant's top towers hurt. Dire's bottom towers get
All
no
right.
business. Radiant's top towers.
You've got 4 points in Quas. I normally, when I play
Radiant's top
Vex,
tower
I
is
don't.
taking hits.
Yeah, after 3, I put a point in Exhort. Normally, situationally, I won't. But I think in this game, because of the Ember, it wouldn't be too bad to put a point in Exhort just so that you can have the um, um,
A deafening
QWE
blast.
Deafening
Black
Blast.
beat.
Yeah, Deafening Blast. Oh god, walking around with 1 HP. All right. So, what is your next item here?
I think I just went to get the scepter, the point booster.
What? Did you just?
What?
Did you see him? You didn't see him. No, you didn't see him. There's a half HP Juggernaut farming there.
Oh, you're right. I do remember that. I was like, don't bother me. I won't bother you.
Okay. Oh, you are dead. Oh no, wait. You've got an ally. You didn't clip him, but he died, and you got 700 gold for it. So, and bounty hunters track as well. So yeah, definitely superb. Oh, stun? What? Okay, he doesn't have mana. Would have been really nice to have Exhort Invoker here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
What for the
Sunstrike.
Sunstrike? I don't
So
know.
so
I like
far
Exhort Invoker, but I feel like he's so weak in the early game. Just
he
'cause-
is he is doesn't do anything in the other game. So far, your skill usage, your spell usage is fine. Your map movement is also fine. Just the small misplays that you already, most of them you already have
the
seen
range speed.
yourself. Yeah, most of them you've already seen yourself. And then there's this mana issue that you constantly play. Like, why are you even bothering chasing him? You don't need to be there. Oh no.
I mean, I just wanted to.
No, just let him die. Let him.
Uh,
You're a core. You don't care about him. He should sacrifice himself for you, and you ended up sacrificing yourself for him. That's a really big deal because that puts you even lower. Literally, you just dropped just now. I literally just saw you drop in net worth, and that's a big deal because the Ember is at the moment he's double, literally double. Okay, literally,
Radiant's
not
mid tower
literally.
could
He
use a
is 100 gold below double your net worth, and that's a big deal.
Radiant's mid towers get
That should not be happening.
tower ain't doing so good.
Another mistake is going for Ags first on a Quas Vex
I
because
just liked it just because it gives more
Radiant's mid
HP,
tower's coming
and
apart.
I need more HP.
yeah, no, I know the HP thing, and that's why Earn is so important because of that exact issue. So obviously you recognize or some of these things that some of these things you have to have a feeling for. When you're playing a game, you need to have that gut feeling that okay, my HP isn't enough or my damage is enough or whatever, right? So it's a good thing that you have that instinct. But you're making too expensive an item to make up for that, right? So the Ember, like, question is, why are you getting that HP item? Why do you think you need the HP in this game?
Well, okay. Well, they got so many ways to catch you and kill you. I mean, the Ember does a lot of damage. Spear Breaker, Axe Juggernaut. I mean, they all hurt.
Exactly, I agree with you 100%. So far, nobody's really. The Spirit Breaker has probably once charged you, and that was also when you were at 1 HP. Juggernaut, you've barely even seen him. This guy, Lion, also, you've barely seen him. You went on him once, I think, the whole game. And Axe has had a blink for such a long time, and he occasionally comes and ganks or does anything. So far, the only person who has been anything, any who's been a threat to you has been the Ember. That's the only person you've been focusing and have been focused on by. So going for a 4,200 gold item to counteract that is um, a waste of gold. The other thing is there. you need to think about one item that can counter everything, all the threats. And in this game, that one item can be Force Staff. Force Staff or Blink. I would, yeah, they're both okay. Force Staff, Blink, or use essentially even, because if this guy comes and roots you, then you can't Force Staff away or Blink away. I mean, you can Blink away when you see him so that you can't get rooted. Same thing with Force Staff, but if once you do get rooted, you can use yourself. Spirit Breaker charges you, you can use him or yourself. This guy ulties you, you can use himself. Sorry, you can use yourself. And the axe is still a threat, I guess. But you can use him once he calls you, and then you can use him and run away. I guess you could also tornado him and then run away. But so I guess use is not such a big thing for him. And I guess use is just okay against Lion. You can definitely dodge his ult. That's really cool to do with use. Because as soon as he ults you, you can use yourself and you won't take any damage. But the biggest thing is obviously the two biggest threats for you, which is the Spirit Breaker and the Ember. And you need to itemize purely for those two. So any form of mobility works. Yeah, you've got spells available. You need to use them. Okay. So.
Oh, the only other spell haven't.
Oh
not
shit!
available is Ghost Spell.
Yeah, you don't have Exhort, so you have no spells available. I was thinking you can use what's it called?
Deafening Blast or
Deafening
Alacrity.
Blast. Yeah, but you don't have Exhort. Yeah, so that's a really big mistake. You need to have Exhort much earlier on. You're level 12, you still don't have Exhort. That should not be happening. Very nice CMP there. Nice.
Well, I guess you're saying with it's better to have mobility items to avoid damage rather than get more damage to survive damage.
Absolutely. And never ever go Ag's first item on Invoker. It doesn't matter what Invoker you're playing. Never ever go Ag's first item. You also on a Quaspex Invoker, you should be making
Orchid.
Orchid or yeah, aside the Vice takes too long, but sure. Or this thing, Rod of Atos. You know, it's the cheapest one of all. Orchid costs about 4,000 gold, and Sheepstick costs, let me guess, 5,600? 5,600. And this only costs 3,000 gold. And also, sorry, not this, this. And also, it gives you, a big chunk of HP, and it's pretty decent against Juggernaut, Ember, whatever this guy's name is, Spirit Breaker, Axe, everybody really. Because biggest thing is Ember, because he actually can't escape after that for 2 seconds, right?
Right.
I think it's 2 seconds.
I figure wouldn't Atos and you be more of an Exort build?
No. Even Cospex is fine. It's poor man's
Poor man's
Orchid.
Sheepstick.
Yeah, poor man's
Orchid.
okay, poor man's Sheepstick, sure. But that would have solved two of your problems: your HP problem and because right now you what do you call it? You Atos this guy, you drop an EMP on him, suddenly an Ember Spirit, oh, I'm so cool, guys, I'm Ember Spirit mage. Suddenly he has no mana, so his right clicks don't do jack, and he has no mana, so he can't do anything in a team fight. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay, looking at the wrong thing. Let's go back to the beginning of this team fight and look at this team fight in detail.
So
first
thing
things.
is that put the ITP over there and put the EMP to burn the Axe mana.
Sorry, say that again.
I put the TP and put EMP down.
Oh, to burn the Axe mana, and I think you also clipped. No, you didn't. I thought you clipped
Axe.
the. Okay, I thought you clipped the line. So, TPing here was a dangerous idea for your entire team because you don't have any vision here. Like, who is dying? Nobody's dying actually, because there's a bounty. Who's TP? Okay, this is TP. So there's a bounty hunter here. He's got invis. He's gonna be able to escape. There's no vision here. So for all you know, they could have been here jungling, or they could all be here. Or this could have been a bait, and you just walked right into it. So it was dangerous to go there to begin with. So that's one thing. And then let's see, moving on. That was a nice tornado. Did you throw the tornado in this direction on purpose, or was it an
Right,
accident?
because I knew that if he's close to you, I might be able to hit both people if he's
Ah,
right next
nice,
to you.
nice, dude.
I
That
actually
is
I saw that in a Dota T Bowie Sumail video. I think it was
right.
not Sumail. It was one other guy, but I was like, huh, I should do that. It does work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a really nice non-panic thinking. I think this is something that older people do a lot less. That is panic plays, because most people would just throw a random tornado, not think that they can actually get more people.
30 seconds, you got to make sure to make it count.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think it's yeah, level 25 makes it into a 13-second cooldown, which is
Yeah,
quite good. All right, let's
I
go
should have
back.
gone for that. I went for the AOE blast, but I think that tornado
Yeah, yeah,
cooldown
yeah.
would be
That's
better.
I always go for that as well. I think unless they make this tornado minus 25-second cooldown.
Or that they could have him constantly in the air.
Sorry.
You have him constantly in the air. That's
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
You permanently keep them in the air. You can make a what's it called? Um,
Octarine.
Octarine, and then you keep them permanently. Anyway, so let's go back into this team fight. You threw the tornado, and then you're looking. I hope you're looking at the mini map, and you go back in. My biggest issue is you don't have exhort.
Exhort.
You
Yeah.
really can't do much in a team fight without exhort. Like this was an amazing time to throw out
Ice
EMP.
wall or
Yeah, sorry, no.
ice wall blast alacrity.
Yeah, a blast. You could have thrown a blast in this direction earlier on. You could have thrown down a ice wall. Just stop anybody from coming in from this direction. You isolate two people, 5 of you against 2 of them. So there's so many things, but I like the disengage. They chased you, you disengaged. But yeah, there's not much you have got to, deal with. There's 2 spells, literally 3 spells that you've got total. So it's really close there. You used it already. All right, one at a time. So this is where Orchid could have been really useful. You could have saved your ally, or even Atos, or any other item, anything other than Act. So now you've invested 4,200 gold in an item, which could have been an Orchid, could have been a Atos, could have been a Yules. So now we're gonna see how it actually benefits you, what you actually do with it, what you actually achieve with it, and this will be a really great time for you to be able to assess for yourself. Like when you watch your own replays, this is what you should be doing. You should be assessing, like, okay, I went for this item, or I then went for this ability build or whatever. So what could I have done differently, and would that different thing have been better? Obviously it's all um, you know you know you can't really test it out, but you've got the power of hindsight, so you can um, assess things a little bit better. I would have really, really liked for you to take the shrine right now, or use that shrine right now. Click on this guy. Did you click on this guy? So what you should have done is you should have clicked on this guy. Let's see if you clicked him or not. You should have clicked this guy, and what you would have seen is when you click him is that you would have seen. Yeah, yeah. So you would have known that, okay, there is no point. There's literally no
I
point.
do that a little bit later. I just don't think I did it then.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Although if you had a so if you had an
Atos.
orchid, Atos as well, but Atos he would have been able to escape because it has a projectile. But if you had an orchid and you
Well, he
used
uses
this,
blink dagger. You can still blink dagger after the orchid.
sorry,
He uses blink dagger. You still use orchid. You can still use blink dagger after an orchid.
yeah, you're right. But if you used the shrine and you'd used your ghost walk, then you could have ghost walked in and right clicked him, put orchid on him. He's not going anywhere.
That's true.
And to be honest, when you see an ember, you want to be making sheepstick or ghost walk, orchid or sheepstick,
Yeah, I did go back for that after this.
or both, really. Like normally, the way you will see generally things happen are is you'll go for an orchid, then you'll make another item, and then you'll make eggs, or you'll make eggs and then you'll go for sheep stick later on, because by that time he's gonna have like a Lincoln or a Manta or a BKB. So you want to make sure that you sheep him. Oh god, this guy's dead. Oh, oh.
I think he's still dead, but I tried to help.
Okay. I think you might be. What the hell is this kid doing? Too many people. Too many people. Too many people. Nice ice wall. Not good enough
There's
though.
no way I get out of that.
Yeah, there's no way. You did.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
A force staff could have saved you there. You see, so this is
Possibly.
so what did Ags do for you in the previous fight? Wait, what previous fight? Now this is the first fight that you've had since you had Ags, right? So there was a possibility of getting Ember here if you'd had Orchid, and here let's see what Ags does for you. The problem is you actually don't have enough mana to use 2-second cooldown spells. Like you managed to clip one person with EMP. You should have just ran away here. This guy made a bad play, and you paid for it essentially. That was the summary.
I mean, he stayed alive, but
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to.
Obviously, you sacrificed yourself for him.
Radiant's mid tower's
But having that extra HP didn't help out. Having lower cooldown spells didn't work out because you didn't have enough mana. You don't have enough mana to be able to support your spells. You can't really be a machine gun invoker because you don't have mana to support that
Radiant's mid tower's getting what for?
spell usage. So itemization
Yeah.
is making you suffer right now a lot.
I guess it's more of a convenience thing. I feel like just because you can switch through your spells quicker and you don't have to worry about your mana as much. Just
The
'cause
thing is,
mana cost.
I completely agree with you. And when I was new to Invoker, that's also what you're not new to Invoker, but when I was new to Invoker, that is what I used to do. But then at some point, I realized that it's more important to make each spell count rather than throw out 10 spells just randomly, you know? So each one of your spells should do so much more. In fact, if you notice Sumail and these guys playing, you'll notice that they use very, very few spells. Like they will have the mana, they will have the spell, but if they think that they can take down the person with just right click damage and their allies, they won't use the spell. So it's really important to play that way. You don't need the axe to be able to be able to be relevant.
Radiant's mid tower.
I was
Press the
watching
S
see if I
button.
could get a sunstrike, but it
Yeah.
wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, there's no way that you can get a sunstrike there. I guess this is a time where you could have thrown. So if I was you, I would have thrown it right here. So let's see. Oops. Let's see if I would have been right. I would have been right. He even stops there.
Well done.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
I guess actually the typing made him stop.
Yeah, he probably was typing something. Right click this. Shrine. Nobody shrined.
I mean, we were all going to die anyway. I mean, there was too many of us, too many of the enemies.
You should have what? You should have like just walked over here and clicked the shrine, and that guy would have lived. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Anyway, half your team is dead, so there's nothing you can do really. Spirit Breaker is charging you. Oh, you know what? Lincoln would have been a pretty decent item as well in this game.
Yeah, but got to get the money for it. But yeah,
No,
that
you wouldn't
would-
have. Yeah, no, I mean before Ags, in place of
Oh.
Ags.
Yeah, that's. I guess I could try that too.
I mean, I take that back. Okay, let's have a quick look at higher level players because for me, it's always mobility, hands down. Second item always has to be mobility, right? Invoker, right? 46% win rate, legit. So, this guy goes for Axe first. Oh, this is a Exhort
That
Invoker.
example.
That's Exhort Invoker. So doesn't really qualify. Same goes for. That's really strange. What MMR is this? 7,000 MMR goes for
I
brown
am doing
boots.
it right.
Sorry.
I am doing it right.
No. This is an Exord Invoker, but even on an Exord Invoker, I don't agree with this at all because you who's in the opponent's sniper? Yeah, I mean for a Void and Maiden and this guy, I how can you go for Ags first and not die at all? That's actually just amazing. And then here as well, they've got a Slardar, they've got a PA, and you don't go Blink first. Again,
I would get
amazing.
a force staff against Ricky, right?
Is there Ricky's? Oh yeah, Ricky. Yeah, definitely. And he goes for Blink instead of Force. Sometimes these people, I don't understand what they're why they do the things they do. I mean, they're probably right, but why would you not build a Force staff against a Ricky? Anyway, this is also an Exhort. So everybody just playing Exhorts. Can we please have a Quas Vex? Kindly,
It's
Exhort,
just not as
Exhort.
popular.
Nobody wants to play Quas Vex. That is just sad. Exhort. Here we see a 6k MMR build. Use first. Why? Oh, okay, the silence. Because of the silence. Okay, so the exhort trend, if you notice, everybody, mostly everybody, is just making Ags first. Ags first item.
That's usually what I do, but I'll get travels first just because I'm so slow.
Except this guy goes for 4 staff, and I'm not sure. Okay, clockwork.
Makes
Clockwork.
sense.
Yeah, brown boots, Midas, clockwork. Ags blink, exhort invoker, Ags blink. That's I would not do that. Definitely I would. I guess I'm much more of a safe player. Also keep in mind that these guys have supports. And
Right.
these guys have wards. So it's like maybe not so crazy that this guy only has 3 deaths. Without having any mobility at all. Like he used at 23 minutes and he didn't die more than 3 times, so it's amazing. Anyway, yeah. So Quasrex, I would definitely like to see anything other than this. Something that controls the enemy. Oops. Something that controls the enemy or gives you a little bit of mobility. Uh, Orchid, as we said, is my favorite item. Heck, even if you don't have too much right click damage, Desolator is a really fantastic item as a first item as well.
Really?
Obviously, yeah, absolutely. I've done that several times. Obviously, you're going phase boots, you're going um, uh, earned urn of shadows because you need that HP, and then over here you're obviously going for the 125 HP, and then you have Deso as your first item, and what with 1 point in exhort, um, the alacrity, you have by the time you make Deso, you're around level 12ish, level 12, level 13, because you can get Deso by about 15, 16 minutes and you have something like plus 55, plus 70 attack speed, you literally just melt people down in about a matter of 1.5 seconds.
Hey,
The
that
damage is
sounds
just
interesting. I mean, what would make you decide to do that?
if I don't have right click damage on my team and then I have plenty of damage, but I don't want to go Exhort Invoker because that will just delay the game way too much.
That's usually what I look at is if we have enough damage, do Wax, but if we don't have enough damage, do Exhort. But I guess that's you can still do a damage build with Wax if you get
Yeah,
Desolator.
like after Desolator, you can actually go back for an Orchid, which you can upgrade into
Bloodthorn.
Bloodthorn. But I would actually get some mobility before I go for Orchid because you're a glass cannon build now with no mobility, no escapability. So you need to have some sort of a. I like Force Staff into Hurricane Pike because you are going for the right click damage and already you have a really long range. So that becomes even longer. So you're like giving, nearly sniper. Not really sniper, but close enough.
Right.
Anyway, so you don't want to waste your tornado for this kind of farming because keep in mind it is a very long cooldown spell,
Yeah,
and
you're right.
it's like against the Ember Spirit, against. I guess not against Space Cow because you can always cold snap him, but cold snap. Actually, let's go back really quickly. But cold snap does have a shorter range. I guess that's not really short, but him coming by the time you react and all that stuff. I don't know. I've always found Tornado to be much better against Spirit Breaker. Anyway, yeah. So instead of Tornado, you need to use Alacrity for farming. Very very high uptime. Very nice spell usage, by the way. Ah,
Eh,
wasted tornado.
yeah,
Wasted.
yeah.
You
We still
know
killed
that.
him, but I didn't combo it correctly.
Yeah. No, I mean you just wasted your deafening blast. Like you did not need to use it. So just this a small inefficiency. So far, you haven't made any major mistakes apart from the item builds, and just a couple of save your
Tiny
teammate syndrome,
improvements.
and just chasing a little bit too
I guess
far with.
that's an important issue, though. I mean, when you decide whether to go out and save your teammates or just let them die.
You never save a teammate.
Never.
No, I mean like if you have no mana, or if you have no HP, either or, you don't save your teammate because you're risking yourself. You're risking your own life. Orchid, orchid, orchid. Oh,
He got Yules.
he got Yules.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he got Yules. Why would you make? It makes no sense.
That
I mean,
saved him. So it was worthwhile pickup.
yeah, but he could have had a Lincoln's.
Sure.
Gives him a lot more HP as well. He could have had Manta, which when he makes Mjolnir, it's gonna be, even better because it will proc on his illusions. So I don't know. Anyway, so around not around this time actually, I forgot we've been talking about other things, but quite a while ago, you needed to as soon as you have Orchid, and actually that's also why Orchid is so good. You needed to start going out in your uh, Ghost Walk and trying to look for solo kills on heroes like oh wow, just Lion essentially because these guys are really tanky. I guess this he has Manta, so there's no way you can do anything to him. And this guy has Invis, plus he's really tanky, and you don't want to go on this guy. So I guess this is not a really really great game for that kind of invoker play. The only person you can kill, nice tornado, dude. That was convenient. And silence, 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 silence. Okay. So you didn't use silence in that whole fight. Not sure why not. You did. You did. Wait, what? No, you didn't. Oh, you used it on this guy right now. Okay, okay. That was lucky that.
He just sort of walked into that.
Yeah, he's just walked. All right. Wait, did you guys lose this game?
Yep.
You guys lost.
Slark through. Well, I can't say it's all his fault, but he had sort of died a couple times at the end where he didn't need to.
So far so good. The only problem that you're having so far is
Itemization
as
and
far
range creeps.
as far
And
as
saving
no no
allies.
no 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 that besides all of that, like what the problem you have right now in the game at the moment at 32 minutes right now is that you're just so far behind in net worth because you're not farming. I've never seen you put alacrity on, go to the jungle and just farm the jungle. It's something that you need to be doing. Also, I don't think you like. Let's see. Yeah, you did not click Slark to see if he has more DPS than you. Well, he's gonna have more DPS than you. Um, I think actually he doesn't. He has 185, and you actually have more DPS. So right now you you really should have put. Okay, let's look at attack speed as well. 282, and you have 242. Yeah, I think you have more DPS. I'm pretty sure you have more DPS than the Slark, so you really should have put that on yourself.
I don't know. I guess that's something to consider. I just usually think put it on the guy who's carrying, and then
The
that's
carriers, yeah, like Alacrity on Slark is actually just crazy amazing, but in a team fight because he can steal more essence shift, not taking the tower. One thing I would highly advise you to do is try out Deso build on Invoker. It's also really amazing to push the towers for you. Alacrity plus
oh yeah,
Deso,
that'll
just
be
amazing.
really strong.
Yeah,
I guess that leaves you weaker though, but I feel like you have no mobility or survivability items.
yeah, but but the thing is, like you don't. Yeah, exactly. So you need to play like you would play a Clinks, for example. Except no, that's not true. Clinks has escape. So you would play like you are a sniper. Yeah, that's a better sniper with a bunch of spells.
Yeah, I think we did something similar in a couple of his games. He got a Mjolnir, I remember.
Who?
We for the team Digital Chaos.
I mean, maybe it was to deal with illusions.
I don't remember. It was just some funny thing that what I don't understand is he got in Vanguard a couple times, and I don't see why you would do that.
No, sometimes they definitely sometimes these guys try to test things out because when Invoker got his he got his changes, I tried out several things. I tried out strength treads. I tried out Vanguard as well. I tried out what else did I try out? I tried out two um, bracers. I tried out two bracers, but at the end of the day, I I narrowed it down to just having one earn, and that was just good enough. Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know why he thought he was going to do
It's
that.
just sad days. Sad days.
Mm.
Need the tornado, dude. Oh, you. Okay. So if you look at, you were you were doing the opposite of panicking. You were doing nothing. You weren't doing anything. I don't know what you were doing. Let's have a look. Because you didn't throw out any spells. You didn't right click anyone. Or at least that's what it looked like. So you silenced this guy, which is great. And then I think you got stunned by that RP because it was so horrible that you were like, what? Like right now, you could have thrown out. Yeah, you didn't right click anyone. Okay, ended up being okay for you guys, but you just got caught up in the trees. You know, I think
Yeah,
that's what happened. All right, so you are going for the Lincolns. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a bit too late. I guess it's okay.
I don't
Wow,
know.
what the hell?
He got Ags on the Magnus.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Bounty Hunter eventually gets a Battle Fury.
I'm not sure why he would get a Battle Fury. Like, he could go for a damage item like a Daedalus or something, but
I don't
Battle
know.
Fury is kind of useless. Like, Battle Fury is totally useless. You've already got Magnus with Axe. That's such a
That's what we
bad,
kept saying.
such a bad decision. Anyway, I like your positioning a lot. Yeah, the mistakes you're making, I don't know why you're still in 3K. I guess you throw the games a lot because when you get tunnel vision and try to save your teammates or whatnot, then you end up dying. But let's see what happens in the late game because so far you haven't made any mistakes that should put you in 3000 MMR. Also, I mean, that was just bad. Um, Also, in the early game, you did not get pressured at all. Um, like the Spirit Breaker never came to
Yeah, that's
charge you,
true.
so this was one of the better games. So um, I guess what you could have done is pressured the Ember a lot more. You didn't really take advantage of the fact that you're a ranged hero and he's a melee hero, and that all comes back to the fact that you just didn't have enough regen, so you didn't feel comfortable taking the harass from the Ember or the creeps. You kind of just died there because you just got super focused and there was nothing you could have done. Uh, well, what once again comes back to your itemization. You don't have anything to help you. Like even if you had Lincolns there, you needed a uh, uh, when I saw you making Lincolns, I thought BKB would have been better, but like right here, you could have tornadoed yourself, Yuled yourself if you had Yules, or that's just you're just gonna die there every time that you get rooted. There's nothing much to do there. All right, like your positioning was fine, but your team just ran away so quickly you didn't have time to react.
Roche won't be stopped no more thanks to the dire.
I think Magnus was frontlining, and then he blinked out, and then suddenly you were the farthest one back.
I don't want to be in front. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, no, mobility is super crucial. Okay, tornado, EMP, meatball. I would really like for you to put alacrity on the Sark before the team fight happens.
I mean, it wasn't like it was planned. I mean, Bounty Hunter got caught out, and it was like, oh, Sardar.
Yeah, I mean that's the issue. That's the issue right there. Bounty Hunter gets caught out. Let him die. Don't go there. If you want to throw out a tornado, throw out a tornado to delay things. But otherwise, like, yeah, the guy's dead. Just need to get the hell out of there. So
I mean, I can disengage, but I can't tell my teammates to disengage. I mean, they're all going in regardless. So.
oh, you can shout, get back in the chat.
Yeah, but I don't trust it that they'll listen.
Yeah. No, they might not, but you have to try though. Bounty Hunter actually lived as well. Wait, how the hell did he live? I'm pretty sure we saw him die. Wait, who
No,
died?
Sardar got cut out, and then the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, that's Slardar in there. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought Bounty Hunter was in there. All right. Yeah, like the guy dies, so it's whatever. Like Slardar is not crucial to your high ground defense. You know, if wow, you guys have very bad high ground defense. If you get caught out, then your team has to go in because you are one of the biggest high ground defenders in your team. But other than that, you're like Slardar doesn't defend high ground that much. Kill the why he's standing right next to it. You guys really can't kill him without killing the. Okay, you managed to kill him.
Yeah,
died
Shiva's got me.
She's
He
going.
had Aegis, so it wasn't really like.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah. It's just nobody focused the healing ward. Still, it's not game over. You guys still have Draxes.
Yeah, I mean, we got very close to winning, but again, I feel like Sork sort of killed himself a little bit too much.
Oh, you guys actually lost Draxes. I mean, at this point, they have a lot more carry than you guys. Oh, wait, no, Ember is not a carry, so.
Or he does a lot of damage either way, but yeah.
Yeah, but his damage is more single target. I know it's AoE, but if you guys don't, get clumped together, then it's more single target, and it's only once in, I don't know, more than a minute.
Yeah, I guess the 3 charges at the. We've got the Octavine building and the talent.
Yeah, but even then, it's like more than a minute and a half to get 3 charges. So, in any given team fight, he's only going to be able to use it once. Alright, you guys. Blackberry Force Spirit, kill this guy. Nice, push the top tower. What's happening? Wait, why am I looking at this guy? Would have been really nice to have this on instead of the TP or the null. You do get the extra.
Really help much.
You do, huh? You do get the extra damage. Well, I guess this is almost the same damage, but you do get the extra HP region and the mana region.
I would have been lacking the mana. But I mean, I'll try that next time. Yeah, that was
fine.
delayed.
All right, so
not out.
2
They chased me
Rexes.
a long time. It was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
It worked out.
I mean, 2 Raxes in place of 1. It's I mean, in exchange for 1, it's a pretty decent trade. So let's see what happens here. Silence. He's gonna use. He's gonna use. I guess he thought that he's not dying, so it didn't need to. Yeah, that is a very long duration.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Yeah, that once he gets his talent.
It is 5 seconds. Yes, that is. So, like, it's really important for you to make a BKB or use once he is approaching level 25. I mean, BKB is ideally the item here at this point in the game. Yeah. I instead of Lincoln's, I think a BKB was definitely the item there. There we go. Okay, so you killed him. 95 seconds. He's dead for. Invis? Think you were late
Yeah,
or
I wasn't quick enough.
Okay, you weren't quick enough.
I invoked it, but I just didn't.
Yeah, I honestly think a Yules instead of the Ags, and then later on Ags, sure, but then instead of the Lincolns, a BKB. Because the Yules just saves you so much in this game.
Yeah.
Even if you don't go for any mobility item like a Blink or a Force Staff, I think just a Yules would have been just enough. Because there was so many million times where a Yules just would have saved you. Like even here, just dying here to Ember. Earlier when you guys were defending in these Raxes, you also got rooted by the Ember. That's how you got triple remanented and died. So every single one of those times, a Yules just would have saved you. Even the BKB would have saved you.
Slash to kill me, but yeah, Yules would have saved me there.
Yeah, I mean even BKB would have saved you, but you don't want to use BKB every time he uses searing chain. So that's why you want to make use. So yeah.
But I think you're right, because when I first started playing Invoker, I did go Scepter pretty much every game really early, but I was like, oh, I don't really need this. But then I started not doing that. But then they buffed this so that all the spells get 1 level better. Like, oh, I should get this early now. But I guess maybe I shouldn't do that again.
Yeah, I mean, Ags is a core on Invoker. Don't get me wrong. Ags is an every single game item on Invoker, right? But you need certain items before you need certain items to survive the game. So they have to take precedence over Ags. Ags is more like your 3rd or 4th item. I mean, not considering boots. So 2nd or 3rd item. Okay. If you consider boots, 3rd or 4th item.
Yeah, we should have won this. Lark just went out and killed himself. It was awful.
So far, it's still, in the realm of. Yeah, why are you going for plate mail? This.
I was gonna get a Shiva's, and I was figuring out.
This could have been a upgrade to Orchid, because you guys are definitely lack. Sorry.
Bloodthorn, yeah.
Actually, no. Sheepstick would have been so much better instead of because once Ember gets Yules, then your Orchid is kind of useless against him. So you can go for a Sheepstick to obviously fix that issue. Alright, Slark seems to be dying now, I guess. He might die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dying now. And he's dead. Yeah, bash the hell out of him. Alright, I guess it's not too bad. Okay, let's see what happens in this team fight. Is Slark still dead? Slark. Okay, they pushed from top.
Yeah, I mean, they all
just
nice pushed us in while he was dead.
Okay, so he is dead, and you're gonna defend your Cobrax. EMP Tornado, he dodges it. I need to slow down. So when you EMP Tornado this guy, you really need to, silence him beforehand, because he just dodged. Oh, you made the mistake of coming in too close. Once again, like you're a ranged hero. Why are you here? Why did you move this close? You know, a bit of positioning mistake. Like you were very decent position, and then you suddenly okay. I know what happened. You were trying to orchid
Click on.
him, and you accidentally yeah okay. Oh wow, that is a 4-man RP and kind of useless because no follow up. Nice. Okay.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
See, the problem I can see right now is that you guys have actually no damage. Seriously, even a Daedalus here would have been so much better.
So
You could have.
You're probably right, but it's funny because Magnus built damage and Bounty Hunter built damage. I mean, because we don't have damage because they're all dead.
Well, you guys don't have damage because even though you build damage, it's not enough.
Radiant
Like
structures
this,
like this.
what? That's quite a fair bit of damage actually. But these guys have look at the armor. You know, this guy's got where's the armor? 67% physical resistance. You know, so it's just not enough damage. This guy's obviously got tons of armor, 64, and not to mention they've got Crimson Guard. I'm pretty sure this guy's got loads of armor, 66% assault, assault, and blade mail. And this guy's just an agi hero, so he's just gonna 61. Every single one of these guys, okay, apart from the lion, obviously, each of these guys have more than 60% physical resist from armor. So you guys desperately needed a deso and an assault. I mean, you do have uh, you have a Slardar who never armors anyone. Just turn around and minus him, dude. What the hell? The bloody 20 minus armor and you don't do that. Like why? Just bad. So I guess it's a 3K game. What are you gonna do? You know,
Yeah. Actually, Slardar didn't have a Desolator, but you have to hit him for it to.
Slardar Deso. What the hell? That's minus 27 armor. Look at the damage he does to a guy who has blade mail and assault, but he never really used it. And I didn't really notice him. Like the way you want to play Slardar is when you're defending high ground, the entire enemy team should be minus amp. You know, minus armored or amplified or whatever it's called. Amplified damage, yeah, amped up. Anyway, the game's over. Ah,